Seems that they've lost their way. Maybe that flood thing didn't have its desired effect.
Maybe, boss. Instead of fire and brimstone, why don't you try a different method to bring about peace on Earth? What they could really do with is some sort of messiah to show them the way.
You know what? You may have something.
Meanwhile, at an inn in Bethlehem, Judea, an unassuming hotel manager was about to play a part in one of the greatest nights in human history.
What a night! Every room is full, the stable is brimming with animals. All my wine is gone, only water left. If only I had some magical groovy man to turn this into wine, I'd be landed. Oh, I can't wait for my bed. Oh, for goodness sake! Go away! Oh, you are going to be disappointed.
The grumpy old innkeeper wasn't expecting the sight he was greeted with, and little did he know that the decision he was about to make would go down as part of the greatest story ever told. A story that had begun around 9 months before. Mary was just a young, unassuming girl living in Nazareth. She was set to marry Joseph, a local carpenter. One day, as she was waiting for her husband to return, she was visited by an angel of heaven.
Behold, I am the high angel Gabriel of heaven. Do not be afraid, for I bring you good news.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
No, not God, just one of his highest angels though. And I do speak the word of God, so any time anyone has ever said they've spoken to God, they've spoken to me. Or themselves. Anyway, you may want to sit down for this bit. So God up above has realised that you are all sinners. But he is willing to forgive. And to do so, he must bear a human child. And he will do really cool things, like teaching love and peace and doing a few miracles there now. And you should see his wedding thing. Oh. But the thing is, eventually he will end up being crucified and die on a cross in order to atone for humanity's sins. You with me?
No.
It's okay. Basically, you have been chosen to bear God's child, and he will be the chosen one, the Messiah, and he will be named Jesus. Great name. And you, Mary, shall be his mother.
And so Mary was told that she would be the mother of the Messiah. It was a lot to take in, but she accepted that it was God's will. Mary had a fiancé named Joseph, and Gabriel appeared to him also.
You dude, Father Pew. I've got a little bit of explaining to do.
Joseph accepted that he would still marry Mary, and that he would look after this son of God, teaching him his ways of carpentry. But there was a problem.
But you must travel to Bethlehem. For the census, how can I travel with a woman who will be heavily pregnant by the time we arrive?
Just stick her on a donkey. The kids will love that bit, and it was a great plot device to carry this story forward.
There is no room at the... Oh!
Excuse me, sir, but we have travelled far, and my wife is heavily pregnant with a child. We have tried everywhere. Have you no room at the inn?
Now every other innkeeper in town had turned these two away. A heavily pregnant woman who had travelled hundreds of miles from her home and was now arriving in the dead of night. It stirred something in the innkeeper's heart.
Please, we have nowhere else to go.
No, but I do have a stable round the back.
Little did the innkeeper know that his act of kindness was going to cost him a good night's sleep, for as he drifted peacefully, he did not notice the new star that shone bright above his home, or hear the distant sound of a baby's cry.
Carol Baskin did it! All right, I'm coming! What do you lot want?
Well, it was a bit of a funny story. Earlier that night, some shepherds had been watching their flock in the hills above Bethlehem, when an angel suddenly appeared before them.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What is it?
I think it's some sort of fairy.
I'm an angel.
What's the difference? You've both got wings, glow, and sit in trees.
Pixies are small, like fairies.
Are pixies bigger or smaller than dwarves?
Will you stop asking questions and just be in awe of me?
Oh.
Go down to Bethlehem. In the stable you will find the Messiah. Worship him, for he is your Lord.
And so the shepherds had made their way to the innkeeper's door.
Some magical fairy told you, did it?
It was an angel, actually.
The lot of you should be ashamed of yourselves, drunk and cavorting around with sheep. They're on the back.
If the innkeeper thought that he was going to get a peaceful night, then he was about to be disappointed.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Listen here, you little... Your Majesties.
It wasn't just the shepherds who had been drawn to the stable that night. The new star that had suddenly appeared shining brightly hadn't gone unnoticed.
Look, a new star in the sky.
What could it mean?
I'll just look it up in my pocket-sized star book. Right. What page is it? Goodness me! That star means that God's Son, King of the Jews and bringer of peace on earth, has been born.
It says all that in a book?
It's really Pacific, actually.
Well, I guess we better follow that star.
And that is how 3 kings ended up at the door of the innkeeper.
Right, that's it. No more answering the door tonight.
And so, the innkeeper finally got some rest. Oblivious to the event was unfolding in his stable, Mary, a virgin, had given birth to the Son of God, Jesus Christ. While a king of men, he had not been born in a grand palace to great riches. Instead, he was amongst the animals, and she had laid him in a manger. His birth was heralded by angels, and witnessed by shepherds and kings bearing gifts. But none of it would have been possible if it wasn't for the kindness of a stranger, giving what little he could to help those in need. Remember this Christmas, there are people out there in the cold in need of our help, and that we should all follow the innkeeper's example and give what little we can.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Merry Christmas, everyone.